Today's Life Talk will be coming out of First Samuel. First Samuel. Today's Life Talk will be coming out of First Samuel, and I chose the easy to read version simply because there's a lot of meat in here, and in order to understand it, you got to be able to understand it. So it reads, Then Samuel received this message from the Lord. Saul has stopped following me, so I am sorry that I made him king. He's not doing what I tell him. Samuel became angry and cried to the Lord all night. Samuel got up early the next morning and went to meet Saul. But the people told Samuel, Saul went to Carmel. He went there to set up a stone monument to honor himself. Then he left there and went down to Gilgal. So Samuel went to Saul. Saul had just offered the first part of the things that he took from the Amalekites as a burnt offering to the Lord. When Samuel came near to Saul, Saul greeted him and said, The Lord bless you. I have obeyed the Lord's commands. But Samuel said, Then what is that sound I hear? Why do I hear sheep and cattle? Saul said, The soldiers took them from the Amalekites. They saved the best sheep and cattle to burn as sacrifices to the Lord your God, but we destroyed everything else. And Samuel said to Saul, Stop. Let me tell you what the Lord told me last night. Well, Saul answered, Well, tell me what he said. Samuel said, In the past, you didn't think that you were important, but the Lord chose you to be the king. So you became the leader of the tribes of Israel. The Lord sent you on a special mission, he said. Go and destroy the Amalekites. They are evil people. Destroy them all. Fight them until they are completely finished. So why didn't you listen to the Lord? You did what the Lord said is wrong because you wanted to keep what you took in battle. Saul said, But I did obey the Lord. I went there where the Lord sent me. I destroyed all the Amalekites. I brought back only one, their king Agag. And the soldiers took the best sheep and the cattle to sacrifice to the Lord your God at Gilgal. But Samuel answered, Which pleases the Lord more, burnt offerings and sacrifices, or obeying his commands? It is better to obey the Lord than to offer sacrifices to him. It is better to listen to him than to offer the fat from rams. Refusing to obey is bad as the sin of sorcery. Being stubborn and doing what you want is like the sin of worshiping idols. You refuse to obey the Lord's commands, so now he refuses to accept you as king. Flip to the last slide. I saw this weekend. It said, Don't let what you see make you forget what I said. Don't let what you see make you forget what I said. God has given us some directives in life. There are things that we are supposed to do. A lot of times we get a little too comfortable in life and we start doing what we want to do. We start to do things the way that we feel is best. What happened right here when we're sitting here looking at Saul and Samuel, this man was given a kingdom. He was becoming the leader of the Israelites. To put it in context, there were 7 covenants in the Bible, and this was during the Mosaic covenant. During the Mosaic covenant, this is one of the covenants was basically between God and the people of Israel. There are some other covenants where it's about God and all of humankind, but this is the one between God and the people of Israel where basically you either obey him and get blessed or you disobey him and get cursed. And so he disobeyed and got cursed. I don't know about you guys, like I got to replace the spring in my garage that's coming up right now. When the springs broke, there's a springs that go on to hold the garage doors open when they come up and down, and it broke. And there's a set of instructions that I've been reading and paying attention to. And the crazy part about it is if you do what's in the instructions, you should be able to replace it. But if you do what you want to do, you might end up in peril because these springs are loaded with a lot of tension, and it might smack your face and cut your whole head off. So there's a reality that you can either do what you're told to do, or you can do it the best way you see fit. I had to replace the tire pressure monitors on my wife's truck. I went to go and do it, and there was an instruction where it said to lay a little cloth in between the beads and the rim because you don't want to drop anything into the tire. So I got in there, I'm doing everything, and I'm looking. I tried to pull the little sensor out, and I was like, oh, I can get to it. I pulled it out, dropped it right in the tire. And I was like, man, that man warned me to do this. Then I had to put my arm in the tire to get it out, and the pressure from the tire started pushing my arm against the rim so hard that I literally could not speak out loud. They were standing right outside the garage, and I couldn't tell them ow because it hurt so bad. And I'm trying to get it out, and I'm just in there basically fighting with the tire. But it's all because I didn't follow the simple instructions. We're in a world of life where we have some simple instructions, we have some do's and don'ts, and we have some things that we always feel like we know better. We feel like we know better. I'm just going down the street, so I'm not going to buckle my seatbelt. You know? I ain't worried about it. You know, I ain't got to worry about this today. I'll just run out and I'll leave my keys in the car real quick. I'm just got to run inside real quick. Then your car's gone. We have some simple do's and don'ts in life that we know that we should follow. But when it comes to what's in the Bible, what's there, we are blessed and lucky that we're not part of the Mosaic covenant anymore. You know, after the Mosaic covenant became the Davidic covenant, where he came with King David, and that became mercy and grace. We get to make mistakes now. But that doesn't mean that we're not supposed to obey. We can go all the way back to the beginning of the Bible and start off with what's called, I hate to say it because it always sounds like I'm saying the damn, Adamic covenant. Adamic covenant. But the Adam covenant, where there was literally, they disobeyed and pulled from the fruit of the tree. That was the very first time that someone disobeyed God. So when we're looking at things, every time that you disobey God, whether he gives us grace and mercy or not, you're still supposed to obey. So yes, we're in a different covenant. Yes, we have grace and mercy, but your life lesson is to continue to try and find out what it is that God wants you to do. Continue to do it every day. Follow the instructions. Keep yourself safe here so that you can keep yourself safe for the afterlife. And that's today's Life Talk.